the only news America is talking about is the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, aka the notorious RBG. And as I'm sure you know, the iconic Supreme Court justice died over the weekend at the age of 87. And a little bit later on in the show, we're going to be talking about her life and her legacy. But first, we have to start with the all-out war brewing over her replacement. Because you may remember that when Justice Antonin Scalia died 9 months before the 2016 election, and President Obama tried to replace him with Merrick Garland, Mitch McConnell and the GOP blocked it. And their reasoning was that a Supreme Court vacancy so close to an election should be held for the next president so that the people can decide. Well, you might want to sit down for this one, because guess what they're saying now?
President Donald Trump and his Republican allies are forging full speed ahead to nominate a successor, in some cases defying promises they made 4 years ago to do the exact opposite if the situation arose.
Less than 24 hours after Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died Friday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell vowing President Trump's nominee to replace her will get a vote in the Senate. President Trump says he will put forward his nominee this week.
When you have the Senate, when you have the votes, you can sort of do what you want as long as you have it.
Well, there you have it, folks. When you have the Senate, you can do whatever you want. Trump is right. It's basically the when you're a star, they let you do it, but of judicial appointments. It's truly amazing how Mitch McConnell's rules keep changing. First it was, oh, we can't nominate a Supreme Court justice during an election year. And then it's like, oh, asterisk, that rule doesn't apply when we have the White House. Meh. Yeah, don't be shocked when Mitch McConnell comes out like, how come the Supreme Court is a lifetime appointment, but our great president is not? You guys feel me? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Meh. And speaking of lifetime appointments, I can't believe that Donald J. Trump, people, gets to name 3 justices to the Supreme Court. The guy can't even name 3 branches of government, but he gets to name 3 justices who serve for life. This is the same guy who's had to fire everyone he's hired because of how bad he is at hiring people for life. Trump can't even pick his own partner for life, but he gets to do it for America? Wow, this country's rock and roll. Now, I don't think anybody's surprised that Senate Republicans said one thing when Obama was president and another thing when it's Trump. I mean, you can't even call them inconsistent, you know? Doing whatever it takes to get his way is the one consistent principle that Mitch McConnell lives by. You know, it's that and eating baby birds right out of the nest. But still, it has been pretty incredible watching some of these senators abandon their past promises. And no one was abandoning harder than a senior senator from South Carolina and assistant manager at Chick-fil-A, Lindsey Graham.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham's own words are coming back to haunt him. He's now vowing to support President Trump in any effort to move forward in filling Ginsburg's seat before the election. But here's what he said back in 2016 when President Obama was in office.
I want you to use my words against me. If there's a Republican president in 2016 and a vacancy occurs in the last year of the first term, you can say, Lindsey Graham said, let's let the next president, whoever it might be, make that nomination, and you could use my words against me and you'd be absolutely right. We're setting a precedent here today, Republicans are, that you're not going to fill a vacancy of the Supreme Court. That's going to be the new rule.
And he repeated this in 2018.
If an opening comes in the last year of President Trump's term and the primary process is started, we'll wait to the next election.
You're on the record.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold the tape.
Okay, look. I know he looks like a giant hypocrite and an asshole right now, but in Lindsey Graham's defense, he didn't know this would happen. It's the same way you say, oh, you know, if I won the lottery, I would give most of the money to an orphanage. I don't need it that much. Yeah, but then when you actually win the lottery, you're knocking down the orphanage so you can build an extra garage for your cars. Unlike a child, a Bugatti can't sleep outside. Honestly, I can relate to Lindsey here. Sometimes I tell myself that I'm not gonna eat another Oreo. No more Oreos. And then I totally overturn Roe v. Wade. I have like no willpower, guys. I will say though, what really doesn't help Lindsey Graham is that he explicitly said, I want you to use my words against me. So creepy. Sounds like some kind of weird Senate version of BDSM. That's right. You take that sentence and you play it back to me. You play it hard and you make me feel ashamed. Yeah, you make me feel real bad with that tape. You just keep playing it to me. Now, there are a couple of Republican senators who have said that they don't support filling the seat before the election. But pretty much every other senator seems to be fine with blatant hypocrisy. And it's easy to see why. I mean, a solid conservative majority on the Supreme Court could kill Obamacare, could undo abortion rights, and basically strike down any liberal policies for decades to come. Even after Trump leaves, his legacy will be in the country for decades. It's like if someone came into your house just to say hey, but they had stepped in dog shit right before entering. Now it's deep in the carpet and legally doesn't have to leave until it wants to. So, facing Trump's third Supreme Court appointment in less than 4 years, what's left for the Democrats to do? Well, Joe Biden is asking Republican senators to follow their conscience, which I'm pretty sure is exactly what Republicans are doing. I mean, this is like telling Hannibal Lecter to go with his gut. You about to lose your face. To help me get a handle on the hypocrisy of the GOP senators, I'm going to turn to a man who can't pronounce hypocrisy, Michael Costa. Michael, help me out with this, my friend, because I really don't understand how Republicans can be so inconsistent.
Well, I didn't understand their hypocrisy either, Trevor, but then I did a little bit of research and I actually figured it out. They're lying.
Lying?
Yeah, it's a crazy new thing, and let me explain to you how it works. You say something, but you don't actually mean it, and then you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, but Michael, then people will know that you lied.
No, but see, that's the best part, because if they call you out, you just lie again, and this just goes on forever and ever, until the people you lied to are so worn out and defeated that they have to lie down. That's why it's called lying, Trevor. It's amazing. Have you not heard about this?
Yeah, Costa, I know what lying is.
Well, why didn't you tell me about it? All those times that I didn't want to go to a birthday party and I broke my leg, I could have just said I broke my leg.
God damn, Costa, how many times did you break your own leg?
I have never been to a birthday party. That's how many times. I'm going to be lying all the time from now. I'm going to lie if I don't want to go to a wedding. I'm going to lie if I don't want to go to book club. I'm going to lie if I don't want to go to work.
Okay, whoa, Costa. Don't you start lying to me.
Oh, no, Trevor, I would never lie to you.
Michael, I could see you winking.
Oh, damn it. I'm so new to this that I'm not... Okay. Hey, I gotta go anyways. I definitely don't have to masturbate.
All right, Costa, you don't... Wait, you know what? Just get out of here, man. Just go.